Welcome to Steak Saturday, episode 21. We are legally allowed to drink. Now, having said that, welcome to Steak Saturday, episode 21. Brought to you by Warcock Productions, directed by Jay Bramble. Man, he does it all. This guy, janitor, everything in this whole production of this podcast is Jay. I'm just here to talk, and it's weird. So here we are, again, 21 times. What's up, Jay? How you doing?
Pretty good, man.
Me?
We call you the talent.
Oh, gosh, get out of here.
I do the behind-the-scenes stuff, I clean up, scrub the toilets.
I need that leaf we were talking about the other day.
A palm leaf.
Tell me when it's ready to roll action. I'm good. Yeah.
No, I can't work under these conditions. I'll be in my trailer.
I'll be in my room. We had T-bones tonight.
Man, they were good.
Man, I did it a little differently. I didn't use the cast iron skillet. I used a charcoal grill, which I'm really happy about buying, actually. Somebody was getting rid of their Weber charcoal grill. They never used, and it was still in somewhat good condition. And the only thing I had to buy was a grate for it. And it is probably the coolest charcoal grill I've ever had.
Wait, you got it for free?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, not free, because I had to buy the grate, which was $20.
Oh, okay.
So, it was a $20 Weber grill.
It's a pretty nice
awesome.
grill.
It's pretty bump. I will say that. So I grilled the steaks on the charcoal grill, and I tried to make those, the lines you get in the steak. Kind of tried it. It didn't turn out too bad. But the steak in itself was delicious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I was telling you earlier, I need to stop being lazy and try to use this fucker more. Sorry to cuss, Mom. Love you. Use this thing more. And that maybe over the summer that will get plenty of play, really. Because that steak was delicious.
It was very good.
Now,
very good.
The bread I bought, because I like to have bread. I'm a steak and bread guy. Not so much a steak and sides. I made a side, but it was microwavable cheddar broccoli
rice, which is good.
It's really good.
I mean, that's delicious, too.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And I made it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Anyway, but the bread was like ciabatta bread roll. It was a roll, but it tasted like it tasted like a sourdough,
like a sourdough bread.
I don't know the difference.
It's like a little sourdough dinner roll or something. It's good.
If any of you watch this episode, tell me the difference. What is the difference between a sourdough roll as well as a ciabatta roll? I'm not getting it. Anyway, so that's a thing. Anyway, we're back for episode 21. Because in a weird way, we kind of like doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've kind of been doing this for years at this point.
Oh my gosh, I know.
We could say we've been doing this for years.
We've been doing this for years.
And it's taken us years
to get to 21.
Even as a weekly podcast, we should be at a higher number than that.
We should probably listen to our subscribers and be like, we should probably do this more. If you guys don't know, I'm going to post this on my Facebook and whatnot, yada, yada, yada. You guys don't know, it really is just a hang. There's no specific topic that we ever talk about. And this really came about because me and Jay, we've been best friends for over 50 years. And we work together now to the point where we're in the van and we're cruising to a job or something, and we have these random conversations about random things.
Yeah.
We stay away from politics. We just talk about random things. And I was talking to him earlier about, what was I talking about? Gosh, not just the bread. I was like, what's the difference between this bread? I don't get it. And we had a whole conversation about that. And then we had a conversation about the Three Bears, and we were doing a test. to get the microphones correct, and I'm telling a story about the three bears. It literally is just a random thing that we talk about. Now, anybody that watches this, comment something. We would love to hear your comments, you know.
And we put it on YouTube and stuff, but like it's meant to be a live thing, you know. Like if you see the post on our, our Facebook or whatever, jump in, and say hi.
Say hello. We would love to hear from you. Doesn't matter. I know we don't get a lot of views. We're not like Joe Rogan over here. I mean, although it would be really cool if we got Tom Cruise to come be a part of this podcast.
If we keep asking.
Because he is my favorite actor of all time.
He will eventually come on.
And again, we got to do the Real Vision podcast. I get that. People, if you're waiting for that, I apologize.
You teased it last week.
I teased it
still
so
isn't
bad.
out.
Teased it so bad. Yeah. I'm a teaser. What do you want me to say?
You big tease.
I'm a big tease, yeah. Gosh, I don't want to get naughty on this thing either. Like, I don't want to just start... Because, I went to that old lady's house to do that job. And I don't want to name names, but she did say something that was a little awkward. Do you remember?
Set up the scene a little bit here. Set up the scene a little. So we have this customer, is a very nice... Old lady. Like old lady. And very nice, has a lovely home. We replaced her smoke detectors, and one of them was
faulty.
Went out of fault. It needed to be replaced. So we went over there, we changed the batteries in all of her smoke detectors, and we took down the one that had a fault, and then we asked if we could come back the next day with the new one because it was late in the day.
Yeah.
So the next day comes, and you're going to head over there.
You're busy. You're doing a panel change. You're doing a really good job. I have to tell you to slow down. I don't want to talk about that. I call her, and I'm like, hey, I have some time.
Yeah.
Can I come change the smoke detector? And she's like, yeah, come on over. I'm like, all right, cool. So I cruise over there. And as I'm changing the smoke detector, I was like, hey, nothing crazy happened last night. Everything works. The other smoke detectors, we changed their batteries. I said, nothing beep, nothing crazy. She's like, yeah. I was a naughty girl last night.
Naughty like she needs a spanking, or naughty?
And then she said, I stayed up till 12:30 a.m. And I'm like, oh.
Party animal.
Yeah, that'll do it. And again, I'm feeling a little weird. I'm like, I'm going to just change this and get the F out of here. Because that's not the first time that's ever happened to me. One time, I was working on a light fixture at a lady's house. This is years ago. I think it was in Wyoming. And the lady, who actually, she was very attractive for an older lady. Like, in the 80s and 70s, she was probably smoking hot, right?
Yeah.
And she asked me, how tall are you? And I was like, I'm 6 foot. I've always been 6 foot for a long time. And she's like, yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, goodness.
And I got out of there not too long ago. Yeah, so this is not the first time it happened. But it's always an uncomfortable feeling. Always an uncomfortable feeling. Because you don't really, what do you say? You're on the clock. And now it's an even more prudent thing. Like, we're the owners. Like, I can't just...
You gotta mind your P's and Q's.
Flip off people like I want to. But there's a big sign on our vehicles that have our phone number on it. Yeah. It's the kind of thing. So you have to be kind of careful of what you say. And it sucks.
Got to get your mind out of the gutter. She was just talking about staying up late watching Matlock.
I'm in the gutter.
She was watching Murder, She Wrote until 12:30 at night. And that's it.
Let me tell you a story. Well, me and Jessica Langley, is that lady who played Murder, She Wrote?
Now I can't think of her name.
That's not correct. I'm Googling it. Murder, She Wrote. I had these like I had this whole like thing. Angela Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury.
There you go. It was going to be like me and Angela. Used to meet at the bridge. You know, I don't know. But there I go in the gutter again. we were eating our steaks on the patio. And it was delightful. And we had this weird conversation about random things. I'm like, this is why we have the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, why are we not recording ourselves right now?
I know.
And it's like almost like we get into this. We're on camera now. We don't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
So I reserved a few questions.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
now,
boy.
One question is, we're electricians. If anybody knows us, we're electricians. And my phone just keeps going on and on. We're electricians. We own a company called Power Pros Electric. Fort Collins. Drinking beer.
As you slog another beer down.
Power Pros Electric here in Fort Collins. We're really good at what we do. Go look at our website, powerproselectricltd.com. We've been electricians for, almost 20 years or something now. We're elders in the game at this point is what I would say. My question to you is, who was the one journeyman in your early years that taught you the most?
Oh, man. I worked for this dude. So, I don't know. Should I shout him out? That's good, right?
I guess, yeah.
It's like...
call him whatever you want.
All right. Well, it was a student named James.
Okay.
And he was the master electrician, the owner of the company. And there was me and one other apprentice, and that's it.
Was that company based here in Fort Collins?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't want to shut that company.
We did a lot in Timnath.
If anybody knows me, I'm competitive.
He only does new construction stuff. All we did was custom homes. And I'd say I didn't learn a lot, like as far as like code, electrical code. Mm-hmm. But because I already knew most of that by the time I worked with him, or a lot of that, or something like that. But he taught me how to make it look really nice. Do like a really professional job.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of that from him. And he was a cool guy. Liked working for him. I learned a lot from him.
Nice. That's the first person that came into your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I like that. James, what's up, buddy? Look at you. You just created this person to become a professional at his craft. And that's why we call our... This is the thing. I was telling you to slow down the other day, and I'm like, we don't want to make this customer feel like we just whipped through this. But it's not one of those jobs where you whip through. It's just you get in there, you do it, and you move on. And we're pretty good at this. Like me and you, we're really good at this.
Yes.
That's the thing about us, is we can go do something. And in my mind, I think, it's going to take us like 4 hours. And an hour later, we're like, should have milked that a little bit longer. I don't know. But, and that's the thing about us, is this is why we call ourselves professionals. Well, this is not NCAA basketball. This is the NBA. And we talked about how we price people, and I'm always worried about overpricing, overcharging, yada, yada, being competitive. But at the same time, we have to show our value because we're really good at what we do. We're going to be in and out pretty quickly, and we're going to do the best job of... If you go to our reviews, you can see that. So there's a weird thing that I have to try to figure out how to balance. Because I want to win the estimates, and I want to win everything that comes in our way. But there's always going to be some weirdo. She has a stupid name. She has a great stupid name. Yeah. Who might underbid me. And they might go with her, and they might realize it wasn't the best choice.
Yeah.
So it's always a worry of mine, because I want us to take care of the people here in Fort Collins and Northern Colorado without having to break the bank. That's the huge thing. Why am I trying to sell ourselves on this podcast?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Don't need to.
I was telling the story about the 3 bears.
Which will be revealed at a later date.
Jay was recording me.
We will have an outtakes episode.
First of all, I don't discriminate. I don't want to put that. I don't want you to see this outtake podcast episode. To see me saying random shit. I love everybody. It's just jokes. Okay, jokes. It's all about jokes. So the second question I had, right? Who taught you the best way to bend pipe?
Oh,
because bending pipe is an essential part of what we do. And we did that last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. Not this past Friday, but the Friday before, we had to do some pipe work, which you didn't even do, but you were doing some stuff in the panel, and I just ran. And it was not hard. It wasn't a hard pipe job. It was essentially a straight line to get from point A to point B, and it took me, a matter of 30 minutes to get all that work done. But in that sense, when we did one job where we were doing this EV charger, and I'm like, I gotta roll that, I gotta do this, Like, I don't know if it's gonna work. And you were being the coolest. Because you're like, let's just do it and see what happens, And I'm being this insecure pipe bender. I'm like, we're going to have to cut this pipe. I don't think it's going to work, yada, yada, yada. And it worked.
Yeah. So even when you were done, now, that was a really impressive pipe bending job that you did there. It has to fit in an awkward place, and you have to bend the pipe so that it fits into the corners, it goes around. And that was really nice. And even when you were done with it, you were like, nah. It's not going to work. I was like, let's throw it up and see, because it looks pretty good to me. Yeah. We threw it up there. It's perfect. It's like you meant it to be that way.
My little insecure CEO is into my shoulders like, it's never going to work.
And even after that, you're like, that's all luck. That was just luck. It's like,
I still feel that way.
If you're a professional and you're trying to bend it to fit right there, and you bend it, and it fits right there, that's not luck, man.
That's a good point.
That's skill.
A good point.
That's skill.
That's a good point. Having said that, when you bend pipe, because I've seen you bend pipe, you do a really good job with bending pipe. Who taught you the most about bending pipe? Was it the same guy, or was it somebody else?
No. That was a different company, and working for that company, we did fire alarm for a bunch of buildings at the university.
Okay.
And so the fire alarm goes in red 3/4 pipe.
Yeah.
And and we were doing tons of it. So it's like I knew a little bit about pipe bending when I came to that company and started working on that project, and it's all above the ceiling.
Yep.
So it's not even like visible.
Would it be like a drop ceiling with a grid?
It was drop ceiling, grid ceiling, and we're above that. So I could kind of just try, and that's kind of what I did. And my supervisor was really cool, old journeyman master electrician, I don't know, named Dell. He was cool. And he'd give me some pointers here and there, but for the most part, he was just letting me do it.
Nice.
So, trial and error for the most part.
Trial and error, yeah. That's essentially what I did as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
While going to school to learn, because in Wyoming you had to go to school 4 years. During one of those tests, I had to perform a 3-point saddle and a 4-point saddle in front of a journeyman, and then you had to sign off on it. Now, one of the most influential electricians I've ever had, there's a guy named Dennis, who was mean as shit. He was mean, but I learned a lot. And then there's a guy named Robin, who I still talk to this day. He's such a great guy. Robin Wickham, if you watch this, you're the man. He taught me so much about the trade, not just about the trade, but how to navigate life with it. And I don't know where I was going.
Who taught you the most about bending pipe?
Yeah, those two people. Yeah.
You had those tests that you have to do with your
those
journeyman
two people
watching.
Gave me the most, the shrinkage. Oh my gosh! And I don't know why we're talking about this, but
shrinkage.
We're talking about shrinkage right now. Once upon a time, there was 3 bears. But yeah, I would say Dennis from Douglas Swimming. I don't know. I don't keep in touch with that guy, but I would, because he was such a helpful person. And then there was Robin Wickham from Macabre Electric days. We used to do all kinds of oil field stuff back in the day. So yeah, that was awesome. It was really good. When I moved here 11 years ago now? Gosh, I don't even know at this point. It's like 10 plus years at this point. It was such a weird thing to come here and be like your boss or the owner was all like, go do that. Nobody's going to help me. Okay. All right. Well, let's just do that. All right. And on top of that, it was, I might have just been the new guy, but getting to the job site knowing more than everybody else was odd. Like, I remember wiring this house in West Loveland, and this kid was all like, I'm going to use this switch, and I'm going to power all 28 of these lights. I'm like, no. No, you're not. You're not doing that. That's too much. Now, granted, if they were LED, it'd probably be okay. But at that time, there was no LED. It was all incandescent or fluorescent. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not doing that. No, quit doing that. And then he argued with me. I was like, go talk to the boss. You're not doing that. And then the boss was like, Theo's right. Don't do that. And at that point, people were like, oh, well, Theo might actually know what he's doing. Because, again, I'm new. Nobody knows me. It was a weird, awkward moment.
It is. That type of moment in my life was weird and awkward, too. Like, there comes a point in time in your career as an electrician where previously you're an apprentice and there's always somebody around who knows more than you, who's seen it all, who has the answers. If you get stumped on something, you go talk to somebody.
Right.
And then you graduate from that, and then it's like you are the electrician. You know everything. You have all the experience. And that is odd. And it's like, and if you don't know something, you have to know how to look it up in the code book and figure it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do it in a code compliant way.
Having said that, we were talking about all my useless knowledge. Because I do have Jay will say something, and I'll be like, oh, that sounds like this movie, and I will bring up Naked Gun from, the 90s, early 80s, or late 80s, or Airplane. And there was this commercial where it was, what coffee was that commercial? Where she's
U-Ban?
U-Ban, yeah.
U-Ban coffee.
U-Ban coffee. And we were talking about the commercials of these U-Ban coffee, and we pulled it up on YouTube. We're watching it, and I'm watching this commercial where she was like, he never has a second cup of coffee. And it was weird. And I was like, that's from Airplane. But it's not from Airplane. There is a message for you. It's Airplane took that from that commercial.
Yeah, but the movie trivia pops into your brain so quickly that
weird.
You're like, oh, Airplane came out in 1982.
It's so stupid.
24 minutes into the movie, so-and-so says he never goes for a second.
Do you want to make an appearance in the podcast right now? I thought you were not here. Like, what's happening right now?
I was out for a while.
Mystery guest.
Mystery
not
guest.
On the podcast.
Not on the podcast. Yeah. She's just staring at us right now with the freezer open.
I'm making a little
I'm just saying, you could have been here and you could have had a steak, but somebody chose otherwise because they were really good, by the way. Mystery guest is still staring at us from the icebox. Anyway.
In the icebox.
In the icebox. So basically, it is weird that something could trigger my weird memory of random movies. And we were talking about this the other day because like we lost the cap to our pipe holder. And we've been talking about replacing that. We got to stop at Home Depot to grab that. But we never remember. It wasn't until like maybe 4 or 5 weeks later that we were like, we should probably just grab that. And it was hilarious. So it's weird how I can have these instant memories and thoughts. And I can remember a lot of things. But I can't remember something so simple as let's grab something so we don't impale somebody behind us.
Yeah, let's get the cap to our pipe rack.
Yeah. And I don't know, is that psychological at that point? Am I just waiting for something to happen? Like, what is that movie where the trees kill everybody on the interstate? Final Destination?
Final Destination.
Yeah. Am I trying to do a Final Destination with the conduit in our pipe rack? I don't know. Yeah. Can we pause? I have to use the restroom, so we're going to pause.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Hey, what's up? Sorry, we had to use the restroom. Seriously, it was the thing.
Little potty break.
I washed my hands. And in the middle of that, we were talking about this movie called Ready or Not.
Yeah, because the second one is out right now in
theaters. Right. And
so I'm trying to get everybody to watch the first one.
Darn well, I don't do scary. And
it's not scary.
I should watch this movie. And that auntie lady freaks me the heck out. I'm trying not to cuss because I think my mom watches these.
You're not supposed to say spoilers about the movie I'm going to watch.
But she's there in like the first 10 seconds.
The auntie freaks me the F out.
It's one of the first characters.
That you should come say hello, by the way. Come jump in here. No. Okay, everybody, that's Bethany, is Jay's daughter. She's.
Well, stop talking because they can't hear you.
Yeah. Like, we're talking to nobody right now. It's weird, yeah.
They just have an imaginary friend.
We have... It's the auntie. It's the auntie. She's screaming me out. So, yeah, I don't like scary movies. So... The auntie, I think I got maybe I got 20 or 30 minutes in this movie, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Yeah, this is creeping me out. Maybe it was longer, but I'm not sure. But
for me, it looked like it could be pretty lame, but it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And then the second movie, I saw some kind of preview clip of it, and I was like, oh, I think they messed up the second one.
Yeah.
I went to go see it anyway, and it was better than I thought it would be. So I'm like, no, they're pretty good. They're pretty good movies, ready or not.
I still want to. If you hear me mumbling, it's because I'm saying I don't want to watch it. Because I don't like scary stuff.
It's a big scaredy cat.
Yeah, I'm a big scaredy cat. Yeah, I will. Do a lot of cool things in my life, but watching scary movies is not one of them. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't do it. Weird. I don't know how people like it either. Like, how do you like? Why do people like being scared?
It's not scary.
Well, I get that. in general, so there's this movie that came out called The Exorcist. I hate talking about it because I feel like it gives me bad juju every time I talk about this movie.
The Exorcist was scary.
It's scary, but people went to watch it. And they enjoyed that fact of being that freaked out. What do you think that is? Why do people want to be scared? I have no idea. But when I go to a movie, I just want to feel good and have a great time, laugh, maybe even cry. Avengers Endgame. But otherwise, I don't want to be like, oh.
The auntie.
I don't want that. I don't want that kind of smoke,
Yeah. No, I get it. I don't like movies that make me feel scared, too. I don't like movies that make me feel sad. That's not why I go to the movies. I don't want to go to the movies and feel sad.
I feel like if it's a good movie and it makes you feel actual emotions, that's a phenomenal movie.
True, but I'm not going to watch it a second time.
No, I get that.
There are movies that are like that, where it's like, yeah, it evoked emotions out of me. It was an excellent movie.
What movie would that be? We got to go to the Real Vision at this point.
This is
Real Vision talking
this
right
is for a different podcast. Movies like that.
Movies that got you, emotional, but it was a happy ending. I kind of think of the Matrix trilogy. Or
those didn't make me feel sad. I like those.
Interstellar was a good one.
Interstellar is one
was a good one, yeah.
Kind of an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And it made you think fuck, I don't want to be out. I don't want to be late ever again.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah. It's kind of a thing.
Really good movie though.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
And I've only seen it one time.
What?
Not like that movie Contact, which is similar in the sense of that once you're done watching it, you feel like you've been through some shit.
Stay tuned to Real Vision by Theo. We're going to talk about this movie Contact because it was made in the late 90s. I think it was late 90s. And I recently just watched it. And it was phenomenal. It's going to go on to my top 10 of movies. 1997. It probably is going to surpass somebody in my top 10 of movies.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of it. And I've already done one of those top 10.
We're going to revise the top 10?
We're going to revise the top 10
wow.
with Contact in there. So look out for that. If we ever do a Real Vision, we're always going to tease it for the rest of our lives. And it's just never going to happen.
You teased it last week to all of our many viewers.
All these millions of
and they're
viewers
disappointed now.
Yeah.
And
my apologies,
you have to
viewers.
do it. You can't let them down like that.
I feel like I let so many people down.
So many viewers are
just like Matthew McConaughey. Anyway, never mind. We're not gonna go there. Anyway, let's get off the Real Vision talk because we got to make a podcast about that. We're gonna get off that situation. Let's move on to another topic, and my topic is what is it about crotch rockets and like skinny people? Like, and no offense to anybody that drives a crotch rocket, but when you see somebody driving a crotch rocket, it's a very tiny person. Like, what is that?
What it's a short, skinny person.
Yeah, like you don't see a 6'3" dude on a whether he's a skinny person or not, but you don't see that. It's usually like a 5'8", 5'10" guy, kind of small, and he's got his helmet on. Like, what is that? Why is that a thing? I don't know. I'm baffled by this.
I don't know either.
Because I feel like, and no matter how big you are, size-wise, short, small, thin, skinny, bigger, whatever it may be, you could jump on a Harley and look cool.
Yeah.
You could totally do that.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do that with a crotch rocket. No. You couldn't be 6'7", Shaquille O'Neal on a crotch rocket. It's going to look weird.
That would be hilarious. Yeah. Shaq on a crotch rocket.
Come on. Get on a crotch rocket. Shaq, if you watch this later, get on a crotch rocket. But yeah, we always see these in the Fort Collins area every now and again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at it. Looks like he's Frodo from Bag End, like just trying to get to Mordor over there. Gosh.
Yeah, on his little crotch rocket.
Yeah, again, this is how it usually goes with our conversations, mainly in the van. Just random thoughts.
These crotch rockets, it doesn't look comfortable to ride.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, I've had a motorcycle. I've had like a cruiser style, like a Harley type motorcycle, and I could ride it for hours. It was comfortable to ride. I can't imagine driving a crotch rocket like for hours.
Maybe that's the point of them, is to just get to point A to point B quickly,
as fast as possible, so you can get off the thing.
Yeah. I mean, like if you go to the King Supers to get some groceries, you're on the wrong vehicle. Just say it. Get in your vehicle, get in your car, get in your Subaru, whatever it is.
Maybe that's why they're so skinny, is because they can't put any groceries on that thing.
That's a good point. Maybe they're just eating a bunch of little things.
Grab a stick of beef jerky and call it a day.
Like, I'm done eating for dinner, guys. Where are we going? Oh, excuse me. I'm drinking beer. Excuse me. I'm trying not to burp in the microphone. But yeah, this is essentially what our podcasts are like. So if anybody wants to jump in, hell, if anybody wants to show up, I host Steak Saturday here every weekend. Every Saturday, anybody is welcome. The rule is you have to let me know by 2 p.m. if you're going to show up on Saturday, so I know how many steaks to buy. Otherwise, if you want to come in, comment, say something fun, we'll talk about it on the next episode. And we're trying to be more consistent with our episodes. So I'm not saying it's going to happen every weekend, but it could. But it was good. It was good to see everybody. I think we're good stopping point, right? How long have we been on?
We got
it feels like
40 minutes. So.
Hey, Mom, what's up? By the way, love you. Yeah, jump on. Listen to our stupid rambling. It's awesome. Comment something you want us to talk about. We don't talk about politics because we're not. We're electricians. Why would we talk about politics?
Yeah.
But we will talk about almost anything else. So
we will talk about old movie quotes.
Yeah.
The electrical industry.
Yeah.
And steak. And beer.
So much steak, beer, motorcycles, people with Subarus, just random things. But again, stay tuned for episode 22. Hopefully, I don't think we're going to do it next weekend. I don't think we're going to do it next weekend.
It's a big fight coming up.
Yeah, Tyson Fury is going to fight next weekend, so you might not see us next weekend, but look for us next weekend. And subscribe, like, all these things. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Be gooder to folks. And thank you. Presented by Warcock Productions, which is created by Jason Bramble.